Hello my friends and welcome to episode 42 of The Wanderer. Today we're taking on Hibs and then we're going to take on Rangers. In between times we beat Hamilton 3-1. Goals from Hedges, Lavery and Cochrane, if I remember correctly, scoring it. That was since the last episode. Today we've got a tough game against Hibs. They lost to Dundee last week, at the weekend, and that's made a big difference, to be honest, in the table, because it means that we're 3 points behind Hibs, which would get us third if we can get the goal difference. I think we've got Rangers to play with us. They've got much easier last game. I don't think they've got Celtic. If I remember correctly, and then that's our corner tactic that's coming into play. Cochrane chucks it in and Mikey Johnson coming off the post, the poor lad, hits him on the ankle, and in it goes to Vestinov, Cochrane, Hedges, Baronas. That's a beautiful ball into Lavery. He's got no support, he's got people arriving in the box, and it's Cochrane, it was Walker rather, just over. McMullen comes forward for Hibs now. Suter comes in, plays it to Baronas. Cochrane, great to have Baronas back from injury. Missed a few games and I don't think we were quite ourselves without him. Cochrane, that's a great ball into Lavery. Played really well in the last game. I was just resting Moult, to be honest, and Lavery played really well, particularly in the second half. We were quite poor as a team in the first, but he was involved in a lot of the build-up play, and I decided let's give him another run out. It's Cochrane again, just wide from the young man who's becoming such an influential player. Need to go and have a look at his contract, to be honest, see if we can get him onto a new one. Did offer him a new one earlier on in the season, but he wasn't really interested in talking at the time. We're going to get Simon Murray tackling hard. Picked up that injury. Let's just try and get him off the pitch as soon as possible, because we know he can be dangerous as Lavery, just over the bar from Colin Lavery there. So yeah, we're equal on points as things stand with Hibs. They've got 1 goal difference better than us, but this is giving us hopefully a bit of breathing space against Dundee as well, who we've got better goal difference on, if I remember correctly. That's over the top for Simon Murray. Great save from Freddie Woodmarin. Apparently it wasn't offside, thought it might have been, but Mason maybe just playing him on. Prefer Mason when he gets forward. He seems to be doing a lot of defending recently. That's away by Burgess. I was going to say only as far as McGeoch, but he does eventually get it out and play for a throw in. Hopefully we won't see any chances coming from that. Got journeyman here as well, just giving Young a rest. Was actually more just rotating. We've got 3 games, a lot of big games in a short space of time. Bennett's already booked here. We're going to see a red card. We are indeed, and are bringing on Leahy, who's also injured. I noticed a little injury symbol when we were looking at Murray on the bench, and I remember it was Leahy, so we're going to tackle him hard as well. They're not going to have many backup fullbacks, I think, left, so see if we can frustrate him. And Lavery just wide from Colin Lavery. A direct free kick. Doesn't tend to be the most overly adventurous thing in our team, but you know, they keep getting closer and eventually one of them's going to go in. So fairly average first half from us, 12 shots, 2 on target. That's really not good enough, but we're 1-0 up. That's all that matters. So I'm going to say that you're a man down, but do not let your performance levels drop. That'd be disastrous. They might be a man down, but they've still got some very good players on the pitch. John McGinn, one of them, I rate very highly. We've got a throw in here. Walker, my throw-in tactic does not seem correct there. Either way, it's made its way to Baronas, back to John Suter, back to Baronas now. De Jurm, Cochrane, Baronas. Can he find Mason down the wing? He can indeed. And it's in, and it's Lavery. Oh! Once again, I'm celebrating a goal, and it's not gone in. I'm going to bring off De Jurm. just because of that yellow card and a ball-winning midfielder role I really don't like. So we're going to bring on Grant Young, give him some more game time. You know, he's really set on that role down as his own. I'm actually suspecting that Dundee are taking points off Celtic here, which would make me feel a bit better that we didn't take all 3 points against them, because they've taken points off Hibs, Rangers and Celtic if that is the case. In fact, they must actually be beating Celtic. I'm just going to try and see if I can quickly find this. So I want to come back to match stats, but latest scores. Indeed, Dundee are beating Celtic, which keeps this European fight really alive. Let's go back to match stats. Because it keeps them a point behind us. We've got to play Rangers. And I'm kind of hoping it has to be them versus Hibs in the next game, because that would mean that they've both got something to play for. You know, as a Rangers fan, I'm looking at it thinking they're beating Celtic. Celtic are getting a chance to win the league. That's good. But at the same time, my brain's going, Walker's picked up an injury here. That's not good going into that last game. But at the same time, my brain's going, that's really, really bad, because we need them to lose points so that we've got that breathing space so that we can have a mess up against Rangers ourselves. And Rangers are going to be playing for the title in the next game now. Cochrane's picked up an injury as well, because getting your best player injured isn't bad enough. Get your second best player injured as well. And Irwin, and oh no. Right, we need to change something. This is not good. We've picked up 2 injuries here, and now we've got this to deal with. So frustrated. So you can actually play as a deep line forward. You'll work. Pretty sure I played you as a false 9 before. I have indeed. Let's go on to team instructions. Overload. Pump the ball into the box. Don't exploit flanks. Exploit the middle. Look for overlap. Go route 1. Take more risks. Fairly narrow actually. Prevent short. Yep. Please. And to go with that, I want to push forward. Mason launches forward. He's found Ryan Hedges. Ryan Hedges. Oh, come on. Look at those match stats as well. Hedges cleared away. Baronas, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Get back in. And that's going to be full time. Such an undeserved point for Hibs. So undeserved. Looking at the match, actually picked up 2 injuries and they get a 90th minute equaliser. And now I'm just having to hope that Celtic didn't lose to Dundee if we want European football next season. That is so heartbreaking. Played so much better. Celtic did indeed get a point against Dundee, so that's good. Who have Dundee got in the last game? I've got this feeling that it's Hibs. It's Hamilton. Great. So we need to go into the last game. We really need to beat Rangers to get 4th place. When in reality, it should have been sewn up almost, because the goal difference should have been enough. That's tough. We're back just in a second. It looks like we're going to be missing Walker anyway. Most likely Harry Cochrane. That is absolutely heartbreaking. Welcome back, my friends. It's the last day of the season. Walker and Cochrane both not quite fit enough for this game. Very, very frustrating. So I've had to make a bit of a gamble with my midfield, because Irving got injured in training as well, which meant I had no attacking midfielders. Paul Worth could play there, but he's played there before. I've not really liked him, so I've pushed Jamie Baronas into that role. Put Dejurm onto the deep line playmaker role, which he played for a little while when Baronas was out injured quite successfully. And Grant Young back in the ball winning midfielder role. Is on a yellow card, but that's irrelevant. It's the last day of the season. We're taking on a Rangers team that are playing for the league title. Well, we need this to come to Ibrox and pick up 3 points, because if we don't, we're likely not getting European football, because Dundee are playing the easiest game, and Hibs, by that last minute goal, have got us on goal difference. So I need latest scores, please. As you see, it's just the top 6 that's performing today. As Tavernier's done, Mason, in it goes, Young away, but only as far as Hagen. Ryan, Jack, still kicking about. McGuigan, a very, very good young regen, and Tavernier getting another shot at a cross. Cleared away again, only as far as Hagen. We cannot get the ball here. That was in the first few seconds. Lots of crosses. I'm going to go in hard on Eduardo Herrera. He's got an injury and he's not fully fit. They risked their top goal scorer to get him into this game. I never thought I'd call Eduardo Herrera Rangers top goal scorer, by the way. But they've risked him to get him into this game. It's Hedges. Azure, he's got a man out wide. Can we find him? And eventually it's back to Williams here. Over into Mason. Can he find a cross? Ryan Williams. There he goes. And it's Jamie Baronis putting us 1-0 up. Hamilton winning against Dundee. Celtic winning against Hibs. Right now, if all the results stay the same, that is pretty much perfect. If Celtic could get another goal, I think it would go head to head. So we need Celtic to get another 2 goals, as we've got another injury. If we weren't struggling enough for this game with injuries. We've got Leo Connor on the bench. Not an ideal one. This McDonald's a guy I brought up from the youth team to give a chance at any point that there was a game that I felt, right, we can throw somebody in at left back or right back if we really needed game time, but it's not worked out that way. Hamilton 2-1 up against Dundee for us. Celtic 2-0 up against Celtic with Hedges with a ball here. Baronis is never going to get to that one over this PRCE guy. Purse, I'm going to call him because it kind of reminds me of Dado Perso, which by the way I've still heard pronounced about 1,500 times differently, and I'm not sure which is the right answer, so not going to really try. Baronis into Ryan Williams again, man who got the assist, and it goes for Louis Moult. 2-0 at Ibrox. Louis Moult coming up big. So we're 2-0 up, Celtic are 2-0 up, and Hamilton 2-1 up. That should put us into third as things stand, if I am correct in thinking. Woodman launches forward. Williams gets it ahead of McGuigan, who's very, very good regen. Williams to Jurm. Molt. Baronis. Over the top for Williams, and he finds him. Back in, this time for Jamie Baronis again, a brace against his former club. I feel kind of bad because I want to win the game because I'm a Hearts fan, but at the same time my heart is breaking because I'm a Rangers fan and I'm costing them the title right now, or at least any chance of the title. As much as Celtic are winning and they've got the goal difference advantage, still ready for this. It's one of those things where your mind's torn in two. You know you want to win, you know you want to be on the winning team, and to be fair, it's been quite an even game despite the scoreline suggesting otherwise. Baronis absolutely taking that central attacking midfield spot and making it his own right now, with Cochrane only able to get onto the bench. So I'm going to go with, I'm happy with the way things are going because I really don't know what else you can say in this spot. Doran's coming on for Herrera, which means I'm going to say my booty is going up top. No, Ross McGuigan, you only got 71% fitness. I'm going to go hard on you as well then. Doran's going on to the right. And Tavernier losing a bit of fitness as well. And Ryan Jack, what's your recommendation? Okay, let's not hold back then. Confirm changes. Young, Burgess, De Jurm, Baronis. That's a great ball across to Ryan Williams from Jamie Baronis. And decent effort to find Molt, but it ain't going to come to anything. We've got our bloody injury. We've already had one force change because of injury in this game. Jerry Walker's on the bench, but hobbling, basically. They said he could last. My video said he could last 60 minutes, Walker, and we've got 49. We've got sort of 21, 30 one. No. My brain's gone completely numb on the mass. We've got a number of minutes left. Let's go with that. Woodman launches forward. Can't find Molt. Kirby over to Dorrans. Dorrans should not be getting the pace beaten of somebody at his age. I think he's 33 or 34 now. Can't imagine him beating many people for pace in real life. Never mind your quick, pacey attacking fullback. Yeah. And what is his pace? 9 and 8. Yeah, he really shouldn't be beating him for pace there. Should not be standing off the way we're dead. I feel like we need to make subs, but I'm so scared. We've already made 2 forced changes because of injury. I'm really scared that there's going to be another one, so I'm going to save it up. Although we're going to start really going in hard on them. So Hagen struggling, McGuigan struggling, Mabudi struggling. In fact, Penna's not much better. This Kirby guy struggling. Greg Taylor, nice to see him actually doing okay in this game. And Gutscher came off the bench at 65% fitness. Let's go hard on him. We're pretty much kicking our way to 3rd place right now, is the plan. And Dundee 2-2 against Hamilton, so we can't afford any slip-ups now. De Jurm, over we go, and John Suter tidies that one up back to Freddie Woodman. Leo Connor to Grant Young. Baronis, oh, he's just not had the pass that time, and he's had some very good passes today. Mabudi plays it forward into Piccolo. McGuigan, Penna, Mason with a great challenge this time. Molt on the break. Baronis on a hat trick. He's going to have to find the pass this time though, and he does with Leo Connor into Ryan Hedges, and it's in Louis Molt for a brace. It's another goal for us, and really the result should have been safe anyway. Great bit of play from Baronis, just holds it up, waited for the runner. Good pass from Leo Connor into Hedges, and then across for Louis Molt for his brace. 4-0 to Hearts. Why could we not have seen off Hibs like this? And we'd have had this stress-free game almost. Burgess plays it forward to O'Connor, and we're going to win this game at Ibrox, which means I think when we played the Old Firm, we've played them 5 times since I've taken over, and we've only lost that one. It's been against Celtic in the top 6, because we beat Rangers 1-0, we beat Celtic 2-1 and 5-2, haven't we? So yeah, we've played okay against the teams that have finished above us. We've nicked 3rd from Hibs. That guarantees us European football. Sadly, Celtic have won their 10th consecutive Premiership title. We're looking to end that next season. I like how it says Rangers' chances of winning the Premiership are mathematically over after this defeat, because the fact that it's the last day of the season doesn't really change anything. Ryan Williams out as well. Press conference. Just quickly run through this. So Molt was outstanding. I actually thought Baronis would have been man of the match for me in that game. So we have qualified for Euro Cup by securing a top 3 finish. I think it's top 4 now, because the cup final is Rangers Celtic, if I remember correctly. So that place is going to go to 4th place, which will be Hibs. Dundee actually overturned that game against Hamilton, so it was a good job we actually won that game. I'd else would have been in 5th place. You know, it's such a difference one game makes. And we received 2.1 million for finishing 3rd, so leaves our finances at 1 million. There must be a big bonus payout there then. Bonuses. It's not telling me where these bonuses are, but I'm going to assume they was big, because we weren't 1.1 million in debt, I can assure you that. But we've got European football next season, so I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to go away, we're going to come back for the first leg or whatever of whichever leg we come into for Europa League qualifying. Team wise, you know, I'm not really sure where we're going to improve too much based on what we can actually approach. I mean, Harry Cochrane is way better than a 2.5 star advanced playmaker, so I think we need a backup advanced playmaker, maybe a backup for Harry, for Jamie Baronis here. Grant Young and I can't mind his name now, but he should be on this list, but he's not. Stuart Baird will take this role quite handily because they're both going to develop into very good players, I think. Got Walker across here, we've got Hedges across here. I think we're looking for a backup for both positions really, and that would be about it. Got Tavastanov here with Jamie Brandon as backup. Got Burgess Suter, we've already got 2 players coming in here, and we've got a player coming in on this side as well, so we need a backup goalkeeper, maybe a backup deep line playmaker, a winger maybe, and a striker, because Mo and Lavery just, you know, you've seen 2 big games from Mo, and Lavery's had an okay couple of games, but he's not, neither of them have been consistent enough for my personal opinion. Anyway guys, that is going to end this episode. It's going to end the season. We're going on to new tides now, and hopefully we can go away, we can renew contracts, you know, that are important to us. So guys like Baronis, maybe only got another couple of years on his contract, but maybe I'll leave that one for another time. But this one here, 2023, might look at getting him tied down onto a big contract, depending on what his contract is looking like after this, because I see me about building my team around this guy. I really do, guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.